and welcome to another week that is a little different this week because it is almost the impending holiday doom. Not quite that you have to buy lots of presents for somebody holiday, but the more like we eat a lot and feel okay about it.
Yeah, we eat a lot and forget what happened and...
Yeah, and we, But I want to, I'm really thankful, honestly, that Video Monkey took a shower yesterday, so he doesn't smell as bad. That's really the main thing I'm thankful for this week. How about you?
I'm thankful for two things, actually. Both blades and lasers, as seen in Ben Mara's Blades and Lasers. This is a eye-scorchingly pink comic from the demented genius behind Gangster Rap Posse and Night Business.
That's right. It's like an 80s porno movie. It's a comic book. But we got all of Ben Mara's stuff back in, which was very awesome.
This might not be here when you come in to get it.
That's possible. That's possible. But you know it exists, and we'll get it again. So, but yes, and we're gonna start this week after the Blades and Lasers with another awesome collection of never before reprinted DC comics. Actually, DC comics that I'm really excited about. The Joker, Clown Prince of Crime. This collects The Joker, the 1970s series issues 1 through 9, which are actually kind of hard to get still, by Denny O'Neil and Irv Novick. Irv Novick, you might ask, you're like, who the hell is that? Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't know
he didn't know he was. But, you thought, Neil Adams did all the Batman in the 70s. That is not true. Irv Novick, not very popular, but it works really well. And the great thing about this is it's comics code, so Joker had to lose every issue. What kind of a messed up title does the main character lose every single issue? Especially to Sherlock Holmes. That's rude.
If you get played by a dead fictional English guy, then...
This is why Joker's pissed off. This is why he ripped his face off. Pissed.
And from Image this week, we have a huge number 2. This is the second issue of Pretty Deadly.
It's so pretty!
Yeah.
It really is,
It's not very deadly, honestly. I mean, unless you're really bad at holding comics and manage to paper cut yourself and bleed out. But no, this is another amazing installment from the acid western of the all-female team of Jordi Belair, Emma Rios, and writer Kelly Sue DeConnick.
That's right, we put the writer last.
Yeah.
That's right.
Colors first.
That's right.
Because we're weird like that.
Absolutely. And we want to throw over to Mr. Will Harris now, who is bringing us the large Marvel events as usual this week, and some personal favorites. So we're going to throw over to Will.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me back. This is Infinity 6 of 6, the big grand finale, and the epilogue is in New Avengers 12. This is what we've been building up to. The Avengers have been out saving the universe, but Thanos and the Black Order have seized control of the planet Earth. And he's been trying to kill his son. Should he die? Is he going to be worse than Thanos? We're going to find out everything. The Guardians of the Galaxy are in this. All the alien races are in this. This really literally changes the entire Marvel Universe. How will they defeat Thanos? Who will die? Who will survive? How will everything be set up afterwards? I tell you, this is one of the best epics I've ever read. And I've already kind of had a preview of most of the issues. It delivers from beginning to end. Infinity, and you have to wonder, because Thanos is going to be the big bad in Avengers 3, could this storyline be the blueprint for an upcoming Avengers sequel? Who knows? Definitely enjoy your Infinity this week. Uncanny Avengers. This epic has been a year in the making. Rick Remender. It's super violent. It's crazy. It's got so many supervillains. Kang, the Apocalypse Twins, and now there's one more crazy blast from the past, the early 90s. Strife is involved. And it's just insane. Kang has split up the Avengers squad. It's going to be Scarlet Witch versus Rogue. Daken versus Wolverine. And here's the thing, is this finally going to be Scarlet Witch's redemption for No More Mutants and everything that she's done? She's got a plan to save the mutants from the Apocalypse Twins and Kangs, but can she do it? It's going to be amazing. I'm really excited for the big showdown in this one. One of my all-time favorite artists, Phil Jimenez, he actually is writing and drawing this upcoming arc of Salvage Wolverine. It's all about, Storm is in it as well, and Kitty Pryde's supposed to be in it later on too, but it's all about poaching in Africa, so there's a little bit of a social message there too, but it's going to be taking Wolverine from Africa and to Madripoor. There's a lot of the stuff that you thought when the Wolverine series started way back in the day when he was patched back in Madripoor, there's a little bit of that echo to it, and you know, Phil Jimenez, his art is just amazing. So Savage Wolverine, the start of a new arc, written and drawn by the great Phil Jimenez. And for your DC fans, I love Damian. I loved him as Robin. I wish he was still around. And he, in a way, he is. This is Damian, son of Batman. This takes us back to the world of Batman 666, which was done by Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert. And this is a tale of what if Damian had lived. What if he assumes the role of the Batman? This is really exciting. It's this really dark apocalyptic future in Gotham City, and isn't every future apocalyptic in comic books, but this is Damian. Will he become the Batman, and how will he assume his role and carry on Bruce Wayne's legacy? Back to you guys. Happy TD, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Will. That Infinity stuff sounds really good. I have been definitely enjoying it, especially the art. Unfortunately, Jerome Opeña is not on this issue, but Jim Chung
and Dustin Weaver
coming back on that. And Will, as always, comicsblend.com, plug.
So we have got another not often reprinted title here. Dynamite has finally put out, oh, and what's that? Also by Denny O'Neil. 2 gems from the same guy in the same week. This is The Shadow 1941, Hitler's Astrologer. I mean, with a title like that, first of all, what more do you need to know? That maybe it's drawn by Michael Kaluta, the genius behind Starstruck?
Yeah. Each page remastered, colors remastered,
beautifully painted.
$20. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you don't know who Mike Kaluta is, shame.
You need to go do some serious research.
Yeah, go get Starstruck and come back with that. And a personal favorite of mine, The Maxx by Sam Keith, is, you know what, there's a lot of reprinted books this week. This is a reprinting and remastering of the classic 90s Image series that spawned the amazing MTV television series that, along with Aeon Flux, warped an entire generation of children my age. It was very awesome, but yes, this is, Sam Keith oversaw each page being redone. He's got a nice new cover, cool little, you know, blurb in the back. But it's the Maxx. It's hobo superheroes. The man is crazy. He lives in a box. He gets rained on. He has a thing for a social worker, and she's kind of, you know, dirty, but whatever.
Thank you for that creepiness. Now we are going to shoot it over to the counter with Anna.
Thanks, guys. We're at the counter with Anna. I'm going to shoot some books your way. First up, we got the new Powerpuff Girls from IDW. This was one of my favorite series as a cartoon when I was a kid, and I'm stoked that they're bringing it back. This is the 3rd issue in the series. Super fun, super easy to pick up, super full of sugar, spice, and everything nice. We also have the return of Bad Dog from Joe Kelly. This book hasn't seen the shelves since 2011. Started in 2009, and we're back on the 5th issue with a werewolf who doesn't like to be a human, and a human who is generally doesn't like to be a human either. They run around, they have fun, they mess things up, try to solve a little bit of crime, but they usually just stay drunk the entire time. It's really fun. There's an apology letter from Joe Kelly in the front for why it took so long, but I'm glad this book is back. We got 5 Ghosts #7 this week, starting off the 2nd arc with Frank Barbary and Chris Mooneyham. This week, Fabian Gray heads off to find a new partner to help catch some dream stones to help bring back Sylvia. His new partner is awesome. She's like a mid-century Catwoman with a grappling gun, breaks into safes, finds gems. It's a lot of fun, and I'm so excited that this 2nd arc is continuing. It's a great book. My other favorite for this week is Polar. This was an online comic that is bringing you a new printed hardcover format from Dark Horse. It's the story of Black Kaiser, who is a spy that retired, but his old boss wants him dead. It was an experiment from the author to do a silent comic, but now we added in some dialogue script, and I think it reads 10 times better than the silent version, even though the silence of it adds a lot of great pace, lots of dynamicy. It's a super fun read, and you won't be disappointed. That's it for At the Counter with Anna, sending it back over to Casey and Morgan. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Anna. That was wonderful, as always. Glad to have you back here. And what's next here, Casey?
This, for those of you who don't read Spanish, because I obviously do, El Hombre Legato.
Whatever that means.
That's right. You know what that means? Giant green monster lizard thing that Eric Powell draws. The Goon has been on hiatus for a little bit. This is a similar theme as Anna was talking about Bad Dog, how it was a little late. There's another apology letter from Mr. Eric Powell about how it's a little late. But when it's the Goon, you kind of give him a pass.
Yeah, it's not like there was ever that hard of a schedule to begin with.
No, but this issue is special because it has two things in it. One of which I'm only going to half spoil for you, and the other which I'm going to let you find out on a drunken 10 o'clock evening. Tom Waits is in this issue, joined with a duet from a very, very special and prominent artist of our time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Someone who is sure to be remembered by our children among the Beatles.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So
okay.
The Goon, Eric Powell.
Also Nixon. That's
and
a whole nother thing.
And also Nixon.
Whole nother thing. We have over here the debut of a title which both of us have been looking forward to greatly, as well as the Video Monkey.
The Video Monkey might be more excited than both of us combined.
Actually.
Maybe.
This comes from Rick Remender, Matteo Scalera, and Dean White. This is Black Science.
Not to be confused with Science Bad, but I'm sure that this is going to go along that way. You've got two covers.
One right there by Matteo Scalera, and the other by, seriously making a huge return to comics here, Andrew Robinson.
Oh my god.
Does an amazing painted cover with Mars, creepy steps, and frog babes.
There are so many frog women in this comic.
You might think you're reading a Mike Mignola comic.
That's very true. There are no Nazis yet, but, we'll see. But yes, this is the book of the week, out of print already. Buy 2 copies, sell it on eBay, send your brother to college, whatever. And our cover of the week, this week, comes to us kind of from the UK. Well, yeah, we'll give it that. Brendan McCarthy doing Judge Dredd in the style of, yes, you guessed it, Jack Kirby.
Because really, this cover is basically tailor-made for us.
Exactly.
Honestly?
Yeah, Morgan this week was like, well, what are we going to do for the cover of the week? And I told him, he was like, yeah, I'm down with that. This is how easy it is. It's done that quickly. Brendan McCarthy. We love Brendan McCarthy. But yeah, and that's about the week in comics here. I'm sure everybody's going to be visiting their families and doing whatever, traveling and nonsense. Please, be calm. It's the holidays. Relax.
Don't trample anyone on your way to the
Chill
sales.
the hell out. Yeah, Black Friday, whatever, it's just stuff. But at the same time, buy more stuff! All the time! Buy it from us! Now! Buy more stuff. And if you don't,
see
you'll
this
find
stuff?
us.
We got Saga!
That's right, we got
Saga
and Black Science.
So much stuff!
Stuff. If you don't come and buy stuff next week. Thanks, guys.